Today, we talk about vaccines and their types in light of the Kenyan immunization schedule for children. Vaccines are like a cheat code to the body. It's, in short, introducing a form or a representation of a disease into the body to nudge the immune system to react so that they can produce antibodies in readiness for this disease should it occur. So the types of vaccines can be live attenuated, activated, can be in toxoid forms, in a subunit form, or the new technology that has come in which has not yet been integrated into the Kenyan system. So when you talk about live attenuated vaccines, the germ has been introduced in its live form, but it's been weakened. And an example of this kind of vaccine is the BCG vaccine and also the measles rubella vaccine. The inactivated form, that means this germ is dead because it would be risky to introduce it when it's alive into the system. So it's a killed form of the germ, and an example of that is the inactivated polio vaccine, the IPV. There's a toxoid form of vaccines whereby the toxins within that disease form are made harmless and then introduced into the body, of course, to nudge a response from the body. And one of the examples of that is the tetanus toxoid vaccine. The subunit or conjugate type of a vaccine is when a part of the vaccine is taken and introduced into the system, of course, for the same reason, to nudge a response. So say the vaccine is my whole body, so I'll take a nail and introduce the nail into the body, and the body will recognize the nail as something foreign and then have a response against it. So more often than not, they're either sugars of the disease or proteins of the disease that are introduced into the body, and then the body is able to mount a response. And an example of this one is the pneumococcal vaccine. Lastly, there's a new technology which of course has not been integrated into the system or any of the vaccines that you give as of yet, which is whereby the RNA or the DNA or the blueprint of this germ is introduced into the body, and it teaches the cells of the body to mount an immunity against this disease. The reason as to why we tend to get some bit of reactions once the vaccination is given, often with children we have fever, we can have rashes, or even a kind of skin reaction in the areas where the vaccine has been administered. It's because it is a mild presentation of what the disease will do, what we'd call a side effect, which if it is fevers, more often than not, they are managed with paracetamol, but if things escalate, it is important to visit a health care worker.